Yes, pocket listings do exist in New York City, although they are far less prevalent than on the West Coast. In New York City, the overwhelming majority of listings are traditionally marketed, even when it comes to celebrities and mega homes. While you may see the occasional pocket listing or MLS-only listing in New York City for a privacy-conscious seller, most celebrities and the very wealthy don't seem to mind publicly marketing their homes like everyone else. What is a pocket listing? A pocket listing is a property for sale where an agent has an exclusive listing agreement signed with the seller, but the owner has instructed the listing agent not to list the property on the MLS or any public websites. The listing agent must instead privately market the home through their personal and professional network, typically through channels such as email, newsletters, and social media. Sometimes, an owner will only want their property to be a pocket listing for a brief period of time, known as pre-marketing, before intending to put it on the MLS and public search websites. Pocket listing versus whisper listing. A whisper listing is simply another term for a pocket listing, and the two are often used interchangeably. With that said, whisper listings can sometimes mean a listing where the listing agent doesn't have a signed exclusive with the seller yet. As a result, the term whisper listing is a bit grayer than the term pocket listing, as the latter typically means a signed exclusive listing agreement is already in place. A whisper listing can also be used to mean a privately marketed for sale by owner listing, meaning the owner of the home doesn't want to utilize a pocket listing but would rather sell a house privately by owner. Pocket listing versus open listing. An open listing is a property where the owner has refused to sign an exclusive listing agreement with any broker, but has offered to sign a buyer-agent commission agreement with anyone who will or does bring a buyer. This open listing agreement is often known as an FSBO commission agreement or one-time showing agreement. In other words, an open listing is very different from a pocket listing because an open listing is essentially a for sale by owner listing, whereas a pocket listing is an exclusive listing with a broker that happens to be marketed privately. Pocket listing versus off-market listing. A pocket listing is a home that's being actively marketed for sale, albeit through private channels, while an off-market listing is not being actively marketed at all. In fact, an off-market listing typically refers to a previous listing on the market that's since been delisted, either per the owner's request or because the listing agreement expired. How to find pocket listings. Real estate investors find pocket listings by messaging as many brokers as they can with their search criteria and asking brokers to keep them in mind for any listings they come across that match. What are pocket listing commissions? Pocket listing commissions are typically no different than the commissions brokers will charge for a traditional listing. Remember that brokers will still have to compensate buyer's agents, and virtually all buyers will come from buyer's agents if you're doing a pocket listing. And buyer's agents will expect to be compensated fairly and to be paid a standard buyer agent fee. Interested in learning more? Check out how you can save all 6% in broker commission through an agent-assisted FSBO at www.hauseit.com.